G'day! In today's video I'm opening up a HP Victus. This one I purchased off eBay, and I'm hoping the specs on here aren't the ones that are on the machine considering what the ad said. So we have the model number G3PQ. It's a 15.6 inch display, 256 gig hard drive, 4 gig or 8 gig of RAM in total. Surprisingly, it actually mentions the brand of the RAM, which I can't say I've come across that. And various others. So from here, let's open it up and see what we get. Begin with HP charger, 150 watts. The barrel variety, which is pretty standard with most HPs. Does look to have decent length to the cable, which is somewhat handy. And one machine. There we go. G3PSKU3 product ID. First thoughts, I am liking this slight air gap down here. Curious if that's going to affect it on the screen. Does feel a bit plastically, similar to like a Lenovo it reminds me of. Here we go. HDMI, USB, Ethernet, Type C. And being that there's a Thunderbolt there, I'm curious if this will actually charge via that. And over this side, power. USB-A and headphone jack. Let's move this out of the way and see what we see. Looking at it, it very much does remind me of an early Lenovo. So looking at the front here, reminds me of the early Lenovo 530s, I believe, that have the webcam down the bottom. Well, almost similar to the MSI GF65s or GL65s. Thin trim, relatively large down here. I'm curious to see how well these keys light up. First impressions, does seem to be just a perfectly fine machine. Have a look around. What else can we see? We have logo along the back. Not much else along here. Bit of writing which we don't really necessarily need. And also an SD card, full-size SD card slot, which I did miss. If we close it up and have a look down here, we can see, hopefully, the cooling. Not quite, it is mainly stealthily black. So what specifications is this particular HP Victus? Loading it up, we are currently running a 5600H, 16 gig of RAM, a Radeon RX 6500M, and one thing that I didn't realize was a 60 Hz 1080p display. Also discovered, at first glance, the keyboard only has either backlight on, backlight off. Looks to be no dimming on this base model. And even odder, when I was looking up the serial number, it doesn't come up as anything available. Looking here, we have a fair bit of Chinese language. Product ID comes up relatively vacant online. So it's going to be really confused about this particular machine, especially with being able to find no serial number on the HP site. So it is going to be an interesting look at. I do believe I'm going to be underwhelmed by the power of it, but for the price I paid, it's not too bad.